Welcome to the Pixels and Projects podcast.
Today's topic is one I just feel doesn't get enough love, but can deliver tangible results.
So, let's start with some perspective here. Remote work has truly evolved from a temporary solution to what is now a permanent fixture in our lives. According to a recent Upwork report, by 2025, 22% of the American workforce will be working remotely. That's a massive jump, an 87% increase from pre-pandemic levels.
Wow, I hope that stat puts things into focus. It's like remote work isn't just a trend anymore, it's the new normal.
Exactly, but with this shift come challenges we didn't necessarily anticipate. One of the biggest is workplace isolation. In fact, Buffer's 2023 State of Remote Work report found that 52% of remote workers cite loneliness as their top struggle. And let's face it, that's a big problem.
Oh, absolutely. It's not just the physical separation, it's the emotional toll of kind of feeling adrift, like you're part of a team on paper, but not in practice.
Yeah, and the impact of that goes beyond just feeling lonely. It affects productivity, mental health, and even job satisfaction. Dr. Emma Richards, an organizational psychologist, explained it well. She said our brains are wired for connection, and those small office interactions, water cooler chats, passing smiles, they're the threads that hold workplace culture together. Without them, remote teams can start to feel, disconnected. The funny thing is, I've experienced this firsthand.
Oh, you've got to share. What happened?
Sure. Back when I first started working remotely, this was years ago, before Slack channels and Zoom calls were as common as they are now. I remember how isolated I felt. It was weird. I'd go through my day, hitting deadlines, sending emails, doing everything I was supposed to, but something was missing. It hit me one day when I realized, over 3 months, I hadn't had a single, genuine, non-work related conversation with anyone on my team.
3 months? And not even a little small talk?
Not a word. Looking back, it's no surprise my morale, and frankly my team's, took a nosedive. It wasn't until I made it a point to reconnect through simple check-ins, small talk at the start or end of meetings, that things started to shift for the better.
That's it right there. Sometimes it's those tiny moments of connection that make all the difference. And it's something so many remote teams overlook.
Those tiny moments we just talked about? They really make an impact. Melissa Wong actually has a term for them. She calls them micro moments. These are the small touch points of genuine human connection that fill in the gaps left by remote work. She even refers to them as emotional nutrition, which I think is a brilliant analogy. Just like we need regular meals for our physical health, we need these small, consistent interactions to thrive socially, especially in digital environments.
Perfect. Emotional nutrition. It really speaks to how much we crave those moments of connection, doesn't it?
Exactly, and we often overlook their importance. When these interactions are missing, the consequences are real. Gallup's 2023 report found that companies with disengaged remote teams see 21% lower productivity and a 45% higher turnover rate. That's massive. And it's not just numbers. It's people feeling isolated, unmotivated, and disconnected from their teams.
I've seen that happen. It's easy to think, oh, everything's fine because the work's getting done. But beneath the surface, people are struggling. And when it comes to morale, forget it.
Yeah, and it's not just theoretical. Dr. Emma Richards talked about how our brains are wired for connection, right? So when we lose those micro interactions, like laughing during a coffee break or sharing a quick story after a meeting, it's like losing glue in a team's culture, and that loss has ripple effects.
I couldn't agree more. It reminds me of this virtual water cooler event we did with my team a couple of months back. It was something simple. An end of the day web meeting. The topic of the day was share a fun fact about yourself. And oh my goodness, the energy in the team just skyrocketed. People who barely spoke were jumping in, laughing, even creating inside jokes. It felt like, for the first time in months, we were more than just coworkers.
I gotta say, I love that idea. It's such a simple concept, but it gets to the heart of what micro moments are all about. Building those little bridges, one interaction at a time.
Could not have put it better myself.
Building on that energy and sense of connection we've been talking about, let's focus now on how we can intentionally create those micro moments in our own teams. These don't have to be grand gestures or expensive initiatives. They're about small, consistent actions that truly resonate. Take what GitLab has done, for example. They've cultivated a remote culture of connection through things like daily asynchronous coffee chats, virtual talent shows, and even quick team celebrations that bring everyone together.
Oh, I love that. I mean, virtual talent shows? That's such a fun way to let folks show off their personalities. It makes the whole team feel like, well, like a community.
Exactly. Darren Murph, their head of remote, explained how these interactions act as cultural glue. They hold the team together even when employees are spread across, 65 countries? It's impressive. And the beauty is, anyone can adapt these ideas. For example, setting up a virtual water cooler channel in Slack or Teams. You don't need some elaborate plan, just give people a space to connect outside of tasks and meetings.
That reminds me of something small but impactful we've done on my team. 5-minute check-ins before meetings. We'll go around and just answer something like, what's one good thing that happened to you recently? And it's amazing how it changes the tone of the whole meeting.
That's a great one. It sounds simple, but those check-ins create moments of genuine connection. Plus, they humanize your team. And on top of that, there's the idea of digital high fives, public recognition for even small wins. Whether it's a shout out in a chat or a quick message celebrating someone's work, those moments go a long way in reinforcing team bonds.
Oh, absolutely. Honestly, getting a great job message from a peer can sometimes mean more than hearing it from your manager. It's that little dose of positivity that keeps you motivated.
And it works. Data from Harvard Business Review shows that teams engaging in consistent micro moments see, a 34% boost in engagement and 28% better collaboration metrics.
That's huge. And when you think about it, these strategies don't just improve productivity, they make work enjoyable. Like, who doesn't want that?
Exactly. The future of remote work isn't just about tools or workflows. It's about creating meaningful digital interactions that bring teams closer, even when they're miles apart. And these micro moments are the key to achieving that.
Well said. It really comes down to building connections, one interaction at a time. And honestly, we all have the power to start. Whether it's posting a quick thank you or just asking someone how their weekend was, those tiny moments matter more than we realize.
They absolutely do. And with that, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. From understanding remote work challenges to diving into the concept of micro moments and, most importantly, how to make them happen.
Yeah, and hopefully we've inspired some folks to try out these ideas. Who knows? Maybe their next step is a virtual talent show. Oh, and remember to share this episode with others, sign up for our free newsletter, and let us know what you think of micro moments.
All right, everyone, that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in to the Pixels and Projects podcast. And until next time, take care and keep building those connections.